We're here to bring out the best in people. That's what we're doing. And you don't know what it means. You don't know what it means that you're driving in a car, and all the cars in Borough Park, and you hear shiurim, and you hear the music, and you hear, and before we even get to the positive of what you're doing, what Yoeli, you and all the other hosts, the Rabbi and everyone else, think about what people are not listening to.
Wow. Because
you are listening. And you can make all the takanas in the world and say, don't listen to this and don't listen to that, and indeed we should. But it doesn't equal one positive thing that is done. I think that for a lot of people, especially the people, housewives, that are listening to shiurim, and they're listening to music, and they're just not listening to nivel peh. They're listening to the right thing. It's almost impossible to put on a barometer, to put on a thermometer, really what everything is accomplishing over here. It's just such siyata d'shmaya. It's almost beyond imagination.
Wow.
And it's a chus beyond everything. What's the difference between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur? Rosh Hashanah, they put your mitzvahs on a scale, and there's mitzvah side of every side, mitzvah side of every side. And so what's really left to do on Yom Kippur? You already weighed in. You got onto the scale. And the numbers don't lie. Scale numbers don't lie, unfortunately. So what happens, right? I don't know, my scale, I get onto it, and it says, please, one person at a time. But anyway, so scale numbers don't lie. So that's it. Kadosh Baruch Hu measured our mitzvahs, and the Kadosh Baruch Hu measured our averos. And the Nesiv Shalom says, beautiful marshal, he says, just imagine that the American government has, for all we know, maybe they do have, they have this wonderful machine in outer space, this satellite, floating around, and it listens in, and it knows exactly when any terrorist is going to attack, and it informs the right agencies, and they move in to protect us, which they're doing. But this is a top secret machine. No one knows about it. Only us that are listening to this marshal now. And it staffs about 400 or 500 people. And it's not just in outer space. It's in the outer sphere. It's deep, behind the stars. And it's very expensive for the American government. Basically, every person that's there, it costs like $1,000 a minute for them to be there. And at one point, they say, this is really draining our budget. There's like a lot of money here. So they send up an auditing team, and the president is listening in. The president says, listen, whoever has to be there should be there. But if we don't need anyone there, please bring him back, because this is just very, very expensive. So the team comes up, and they line everybody up in this spaceship that's taking in all this intelligence and protecting the country and the world. And they say, guys, you're doing a great job, but we got to make sure that you're here, because it's costing us $1,000 a minute. So what do you do here? I'm the navigator. I'm in charge of the radar. I'm in charge of cyber security. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm in charge of I'm the cook. There's one guy, what do you do here? He goes, I'm the shaman. I bring out the l'chaim in the morning, and I just say, what? For this, $1,000 a minute? Forget it. You're coming back with us. So the captain, he called the president and said, let me talk to you. He says, please don't take this guy back down. The president says, you have to understand, this costing, I like when people are employed, but this is $1,000 a minute. He's going to be a shaman to bring out the l'chaim. He can do it down here someplace. It wouldn't cost $1,000 a minute. And the guy says, Mr. President, listen here. Everyone up here, we're all alone. We're surrounded by dark and stars, and we have a tremendous responsibility. And, we go through our ups and downs. And everyone, we can get on each other's nerves. There's no place to go. There's no place to run. It's a tremendous pressure. We kill each other. And this guy, always with a simcha sachayim, always a good vard, always a good niggin, he takes the tension away from us. He just makes everyone happy, and he's just there like, you're right, he doesn't do anything that's worth $1,000 a minute. He just brings out the l'chaim, but his attitude, that's what's keeping us all alive. So they say, you're right, we're going to keep him there. So Rosh Hashanah, we have to prove what we're accomplishing. Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, it's what are we doing for our family? Are we the one that comes from? Are we the smile in the family? Are we the one that's saying, no, it's good, it's going to be good, it's going to get better, don't worry, come, we'll manage, don't worry. And there's no question in my mind that J-Root is helping people do that. Yeah. You're releasing the pressure, you're letting people sing, there's shiurim all over the place. I remember once I'm driving, and there's a car behind me, and I don't drive very fast. And the guy's giving me, flashing his lights, and beep, flashing his lights, beep, and he pulls up ahead of me, you know what I mean? He's upset and stops in the middle of the red light, you know, so I get stuck behind the intersection. I'm just following behind him. Then he comes down and he goes, "What's with you?" And I hear coming out of his car one of my shiurim. He's listening to me as he's talking. And I was going to tell him, "Are you listening to that shiur right now?" He goes, "What's it to you?" I said, "Well, never mind." But I could find just the idea of, I guess I don't always accomplish everything with everyone, but the idea of who we're reaching, and I think it's beyond imagination. I speak in different places, and you know, Torah Anytime is so beautiful and it's wonderful, but the amount of people that just say that it does so much for them. And I think that when you're giving money to J-Root, you're not giving money to a moiset. You're giving money to give simchas achayim to people, to release pressure, to create beautiful families, to create simchas yantiv. And you're giving a reason for the president of all presidents, for the Melech Malchi Amlachim, to keep us here.